All right, good day. We are back. This is science. We're going to go back over atomic theory and the chemical elemental symbols. So, what that is remember when we said water, that the chemical elemental symbol for water is H2O. So, I want to go over basically what the numbers mean, the atomic mass, and how that would look if you were to draw it. But just to go over again, we're going to be the chemical elemental symbol is just what the molecules look like for it. So for water, it's H2O, iron is Fe, nitrogen would be N, and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do for today is I want to break down what the numbers mean and how to draw them. So let's say we have water, H2O. We have H, the number 2, and O. What this means is that we have 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So if I were to draw that, I would have the 1 oxygen atom here, and then it's connected to the 2 hydrogen atoms. So if you see H2O, I want you to think of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So let's say we had iron, or just Fe by itself. Fe is for iron, and that means there's just 1 iron atom by itself. So let's say I had N2. N is for nitrogen, and we have a little 2 beside it. What would that mean if we had N with the number 2? That would mean that we have 2 nitrogen atoms. So if we were to write that, it would look like 1 nitrogen atom here connected to another nitrogen atom. So anytime you see the numbers, they're always going to be to the right of the atom that is referring to. So if you see H2O, it means that there are 2 hydrogen atoms. So every time you see the number to the right of it, that's saying that there are 2 hydrogen atoms. And if you see nothing, that means it's just 1. So H2O means 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atoms. Fe with nothing there just means that there is 1 iron atom. N2, which is for nitrogen, means that there are 2 nitrogen atoms. So let's say I had O4. So this is number 4. It might not come out the best, but this means O, which is oxygen, and the number 4. How would O4 look? Feel free to pause if you want to and draw it out. But if you were to draw out O4, you would put 1 oxygen atom connected to another oxygen atom connected to another oxygen atom, and it doesn't really matter where, I'll just put it here, connected to another oxygen atom. So now we have 4 oxygen atoms. So that's what that means. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, so yes, back to what I was saying. For oxygen, for this one, we have the number 4. So I think I asked, how would I write oxygen 4 with the numerical number 4? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 O's, pretty straightforward. So let's say we had this one, which is Fe, which is iron, and 4, and then N, which is nitrogen, and then 2. So we have Fe4, N2. We would have the 4 iron atoms, and then 2 nitrogen atoms. Now, for now, you don't really have to worry about the location of where they are, which comes first. All we're really concentrating on is identifying when you see the chemical molecule, that you know exactly this means there are this many atoms and this means there are that many atoms. That's all we're concentrating on right now. So it doesn't really matter where you put the nitrogen or the iron, as long as they all look like they're connecting. So let's say I want to do these 3. I want you guys to do these 3 by yourself. I believe you should be able to see it. But the first one is H3, which is 3 hydrogen atoms, and then Fe iron 2, so H3F2. Next one we have O4 and then N3, that's O4 and 3. And then last we have S3, S is for sulfur, S3N2. So I'm going to, you guys can pause it for now and draw them out if you want to, get an idea from pausing it. And all right, we're back. And yeah, if we were to draw this H3F2, that would be 1, 2, 3, and then you connect them. That's 3 hydrogen. And then you connect them anywhere really. You just do F, E, and then F. Yeah, so we have 3 hydrogen, 2 iron. For O4 and 3, same thing. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 oxygen. And how many nitrogen? Correct, 3. We can do 1, 2, 3. Nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen. So 4 oxygen, 3 nitrogen. And last we have S3N2. So that would be 1, 2, 3 sulfur atoms. And then 1, 2 nitrogen. Oh, pretty straightforward. And just remember, every time you see the number, it is telling you how many atoms are to the left. So if you see H2O, the 2 is telling you that the letter to the left, there are 2 hydrogen atoms. And if you see no numbers, that means it's just 1 atom. All right, so let's flip this around figuratively and literally. And I want to see, let's say we have this, instead of the wording, we have the actual drawing. If I can get this to, oh. So let's say we have it the other way around. So now we have the drawings, and I want you to tell me what the molecule is. So just so we know, we have S, 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 and then I. We have H, O, H, hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen. We have iron, 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 or Fe, 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 O, O, or oxygen, oxygen. We have N for nitrogen, I for iodine, N for nitrogen, and then I for iodine. And then lastly, we have S for sulfur, I for iodine, and then S for sulfur. So, definitely pause it, rewind if I'm going too fast. But we have the molecule here. How would I write that? All right, so I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes, pause the video. How would I write that? SSI, I'm sorry, SSSI, HOH, Fe, 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 O, O, N for nitrogen, I, N, I, so 2 N's, 1 I, and then we have S for sulfur, I for iodine, S for sulfur. All right, and okay, we are back. I know you guys did the right thing, pause videos, and you worked it out, figured it out. So again, we have 1, 2, 3 sulfur atoms and 1 iodine. So we know that would be S3I or IS3. Don't worry too much about the order just right yet, But all you need to know is that there are 3 sulfur atoms and then 1 iodine. HOH, we know that's 2 hydrogens, so H2O. All right, we have Fe, 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 oxygen, oxygen, so that's 3. We have 3 iron and then 2 oxygen, right? Lastly, we have 2 nitrogens and 2 iodines, so that's going to be N2I2. I don't know why that looks so terrible. Sorry about this one, but it's N2I2. And then lastly, we have SiS. So we have, let's say if I were to put S and then I2. Would that be correct? If I have S, I, and then 2? No, that would be incorrect because we have 2 sulfur atoms. So we put the 2 by the sulfur and then I. Yeah, and that is pretty much it for atomic numbers for now. Definitely rewind the video, look it over, pause it, go through. It's pretty self-explanatory, and this is what's going to be for the next 4 IX programs. So if you have any questions, feel free to come back to the video or contact me, and then I can go over it in more details. And that's it for now. You guys stay safe and have a great day. Thank you.